Good evening, America. You are listening to me, Sergeant Dave, host of the Remember the Fallen show. After having survived a rollover accident avoiding a landmine in a Troop Transport Vehicle military acronym LMTV in the Parwan province in Afghanistan in 2004, I emerged and returned to the United States with an even more compelling tale of perseverance as I navigate the rapids of the troubled VA system. I gain new perspective with the fever of enthusiasm to all patriots across the windswept fields of America. All right, here we are live at the Remember the Fallen YouTube studio in beautiful Seminole County, USA, on the Winter Springs Oviedo line, where we'll be talking about jarheads, Marines, squids, Navy, penguins, Air Force. You know why we call them penguins? Because 95% of them don't fly jets. Then we speak to ground pounders, Army like myself, and an occasional Coast Guard. Maybe not. You see, one of us can be disregarded, two of us can be ran off, but a podcast show, we are a movement. All right, so this past week, I got a chance to honor our fallen 9/11 responders and civilians by creating an inaugural Patriots Day 9/11 March in Ruck at the VFW Post 10139 in Chiliota. So it's East Seminole County VFW Post in Chiliota 10139. And I became a life member because they do more for veterans than any other organization. I really do believe it. I've been with American Legion. I'm still a life member for DAV. I hung out with AMVETS, went to their convention. They do good too, but really, VFW is on top of their game when it comes to veterans. So it was important to do that event right at the VFW. So it's on YouTube. You can see the live video. So we're going to just show you the audio. But please go to YouTube, Patriots Day 9/11 March and Ruck. All right, here it is.
Here we are, Sergeant Dave Matthews, roving reporter for KLRNradio.com for the Remember the Fallen show. And here we are, Patriots Day 9/11 for the March in Ruck for the VFW Post. And we're going to go all the way to Lake Mills Park and turn around and come back. That is exactly 1 mile, and it represents the distance from going to the top of the Twin Towers and back down. And here I have my battle buddy, Army retired Sergeant Riggs. He is going to also play bagpipes at the end of this journey. All right, battle buddy, thanks for showing up. And there you see the sunset is coming right behind us, right? You can see that as well as we go ahead and start the 1 mile ruck for the VFW Post 10139. As you can see, I have 45 pounds in my ruck, which represents what firemen carry on a call. Okay, as we start, come on, Riggs. All right, Riggs, we're starting our journey of our 1 mile ruck. I'm carrying 45 pounds, so you might see me going a little slower than Army retired Sergeant Riggs. Okay, so yeah, we're making the journey now. So we're going to talk a little bit about the whole 9/11 thing back in 2001. Okay, so let's talk about the American flight AM-11 that flew into the World Trade Center North Tower. That was American flight AM-11. Then you had the American 77 flew into the Pentagon. United 93, which crashed in Pennsylvania. Amazing heroes on that flight. We heard that there was some video of them taking on the terrorists whenever they could, and they were being sliced up right in front of the people, and they still kept pouring into that cockpit, and they got a hold of the pilot, and they were able to steer it to the field in Pennsylvania before it was going to lead into the White House. Okay, that was an amazing story with them, okay? And then you have what represents is the WTC's World Trade Center, and then PTN refers to inside the Pentagon. Okay, so I'm going to start off with just a few names right now in alphabetical order. Gordon McCannell, 32 years old from Manhattan, New York Trade Center. And then you have Eldemiro Abad from Brooklyn, New York, also went down in the Twin Towers. Then he was 54 years old. Then you have Maria Rose Abad, 49, from Syosset, New York, also in the World Trade Center. Then you have Andrew Anthony Abate, 37 years old, from Melville, New York, also in the World Trade Center Tower. Then you have Vincent Abat, 40 years old, Brooklyn, New York, also from the World Trade Center Towers. Then you have Lawrence Abel, New York, from World Trade Center Tower as well. Then you have Alona Abraham, 30 years old, from Ashdod, Israel. Wow, I never knew that one, okay? Also, she went down with flight 175 as well, okay? And then we have William Abrahamson, 58, from Cortland, Manor, New York, also went down with the World Trade Center Towers. So we're coming up to our left point going to Lake Mills on Tropical Ave, okay? So we're coming up to our first turning point, heading down to beautiful Lake Mills Park, okay? Next on the list is Richard Anthony Acedo, 42, for Wonton, New York, also went down with the World Trade Center Towers. Okay, also, now next is Heinrich Bernard Ackerman, 38, from Manhattan, New York, also went down with the World Trade Center. Then you have Paul Andrew Aquaviva, 29, from Glen Rock, New Jersey, also went down with the World Trade Center Towers. Then you have Christian Adams, 37, from Beilesheim, Germany, went down with Flight 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania. He could have been one of those incredible heroes on that day. And then you have Donald Leroy Adams, 28, from Chatham, New Jersey, went down with the World Trade Center Towers as well. Then you have Donald Leroy Adams, 28, from Chatham, New Jersey, went down with World Trade Center Towers. Then you have Patrick Adams, 61, from Brooklyn, New York, that also went down to the World Trade Center Towers. Then you have Shannon Lewis Adams, 25, from Long Island City, New York, also went down with the World Trade Center Towers. Okay, and then you have Shannon Lewis Adams, 25, from Long Island City, New York, December, went down in the World Trade Center Towers. Then you have Stephen George Adams, 51, from Manhattan, that also went down with the World Trade Center Towers. So here we are. We're on Tropical, heading towards Lake Mills Park. We got quite a ways still to go, but our goal is to go to Lake Mills Park, turn around, and go ahead and head right back to the VFW. And once again, that represents the same distance, pretty close, to going to the top of the towers and back down to honor our first responders on that day, that horrific day on 9/11. Okay, so I hope you're going to come out to VFW Post 10139. You have a 12-hour window to complete this honoring of our first responders. It's real simple. You show up at your convenient time. No one's going to hold your hand. We know what happened at 9/11. There'll be no speeches at this event. This is an event for you to show up and just do your 30-minute walk, take a picture, a selfie of yourself, and we're going to put it up on the VFW Post 10139 and Never Forgotten Memorials Post as well to show honoring that you've done your mission complete, okay? So you accomplish your mission. So you want you to bring your American flag with you, bring your red, white, and blue, like Army retired Sergeant Riggs did, all right, Riggs. So what we're doing is just slowly, I'm walking slow. I'm usually walking faster, but I'm going to stop picking up my pace now and starting to feel a little bit. How you feeling, Charlie?
Not too bad.
Not too bad? Yeah, all right, Charlie, so tell me a little bit about your story, just a tiny little snippet of what made you join the military and actually retire for more than 20 years.
Well, I joined in the delayed entry program a year before I graduated from high school, and I'd always wanted to be in my young baby book, you know, as a young kid. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I always said, I want to be an Army man. So I lived that dream.
Wow.
I enjoyed the service.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you ask the right question, because he never told me this story. I'm very fortunate to be his battle buddy. Just a great friend now. We've grown to kind of almost love each other. You know, battle buddy, kind of brothers in arms, right?
Yep.
So, where did I meet you, Charlie? You remember where I met you, right? It was St. Patty's Day, right? At Baldwin Park. Here he is. Baldwin Park. I hear somebody playing the bagpipes, man. I thought it was Amazing Grace, too. I'm like, who is doing that on St. Patrick's Day?
It was Star Wars.
Was it?
Star Wars.
Well, you know, he's a Star Wars guy. He can play anything, patriotic songs and stuff. So it was like, oh my gosh. So I was so attracted to the bagpipe. I said, let's find this bagpipe. As soon as I saw Charlie, man, he had an Afghanistan hat. And I'm like, you're kidding me. He had the Army boots. He had all this Army gear. And he had a set of bagpipes that he was playing. I've never seen anybody who was Army.
And the kill. Don't forget
And the kilt. Oh, yeah, he had the whole kilt.
Yeah.
I forget the kilt, right? That was amazing. I said, I got to party with this guy. And I literally said to him, you're coming with me. Almost like a hostage, man. I said, you're coming with me tonight. You're going to party with me. We're going to celebrate this new friendship. And we went to Fiddler's Green, man. What a time. They had a huge tent. And, you know, this Charlie, he's got his bagpipe. He didn't bring it in, though. But, he knows bagpipe music. He already had stuff going on. Yeah, so he knows music when he hears it. And he said that guy was awesome behind the pipes, remember?
Yeah.
And then they had just some great stuff. So, yeah, I just want you to let you know, if you're ever in Orlando, Winter Park, right? On Park Avenue, Fairbanks, right there on the corner of Orange Ave, you gotta go to Fiddler's Green, right there on St. Patrick's Day. They do a huge fest, put on a big white tent. It is awesome. Here we go. Here's some beauty right there. We got a beautiful bird right there swinging by. Just enjoying nature. Look at the mist over there. You can see that coming there. Yeah, just some fellowship with another brother, man, from the military. It's such a great feeling to do this for our first responders. Like I said, this is only a 30-minute walk for our first responders for representing 9/11 today. Thank you for your service. We have a fireman right here. We'd like to say hello real quick. We're doing a march for 9/11. Can you just say hello? You're with the fire department with Seminole County? Can you just say hello? We're marching for Patriots 9/11. Say hello.
Hello, good morning.
All right. Thank you for your service. Okay, take care. We're going straight, Charlie. Still coming down Lake Mills Ave. Wow, what are the odds of seeing a fireman, right? Seminole County fireman. Wow, that was awesome, man. Wow, so cool. He should be walking with us, huh, Charlie? What, did he not know about it? He's probably got... So, this is why I let you know, this is a patriotic town. We got American flags on the front door, UCF, too. I'm an alumni as well. So, this is why I chose this post. This whole wrapped around a mile radius of some great patriots that live in this area. And we have some great events. So you want to go to the Facebook page. It's East Seminole County VFW Post 10139. I'm sure once you put East Sem, it's going to populate and pull up. Like the page. Come down. You don't have to be a veteran. You can also work you can volunteer as an auxiliary as well. So if all you have to do is a family member any family member has been in the service, and you can join for very minimal. I'm a life member, and Charlie, aren't you a life member?
Yeah, I'm a VFW.
All right, so we're both lifetime members with the VFW, because they do the most for veterans, don't you think?
Well, they partnership with American Legion a lot of times.
Yeah, which is good.
They do a lot of.
Yeah, I used to be in American Legion, as well, but I had to decide which one I wanted to be a life member with.
Oh yeah.
So I first started to be a life member with the DAV. Okay, so the DAV, Disabled American Veterans, became a life member with them right away. The first one, which I enjoyed, and I'm still active a little bit, I could say, but I'm more active now with the VFW events we're going to be doing. We're going to do a new event coming up We're going to teach our youth how to fold the American flag. That's coming up here very shortly. We're going to do that right around Veterans Day. But don't forget the big Veterans Day function here at the VFW across the lake from the VFW. And I'll show you that before we end the show. And $5,000 worth of fireworks. Matter of fact, they've been doing cook-offs to save the money for these events. So if you ever see they're cooking a shrimp broil, or there's a pulled pork, any type of event like that, come down and support the VFW. You don't have to be a member to eat there. So just be on the Facebook page and you'll find out this great food goes to a great cause, and a lot of it, you know. Nothing like a restaurant. It is a lot of food and good quality and good size. As you see, we timed this right, Charlie. Look at that sunrise coming up right there. Awesome, man. It's an awesome morning right now. It's coming up on that side. As you can see, we are east Seminole County. All right, little tough corner coming around here, so we want to be careful. Yeah, Lake Mills Park is coming up here shortly. As you can see, beautiful design how they put these trees together. Two oak trees meet in the middle, creating a little cave there. Nice touch there, what they did there. Once again, another American flag I see off in the distance on the house. That's once again I chose this post because it was a close-knit post. It wasn't too big like the last post, so I had to transfer from my other post because it was like a little too big. You know what I mean? You get lost in that. This guy, we have Commander Brian McLaughlin. Great kid. He's younger than me. I call him a kid. But he's like one of the youngest commanders that I've ever worked with, and he's so involved. He really is. So we're teaming up with him right now in Home Depot. We're putting a grant together with the Home Depot, $5,000 grant that's going to go ahead and update the electrical system at the post and a few other odd things. We don't want to have a fire hazard, fire going on, so we want to make sure we're up to speed with all electrical, because that's one hidden disaster. You never know what's up inside these ceilings and these walls and these old buildings. It's over 100 years old, the VFW post. I wish I had some more history on it, but I don't have it right now at this time. Okay, we're going to go to our second reading. I got Charlie's going to help me out, hold that for me. Okay, no, yeah, you can read too, yeah? Go ahead, can you read about it? Sure. Okay, hold on, that's you're going to read this one. Okay, you're going to stop, hold both. Okay, go ahead, Charlie.
Barry David M., 39, Manhattan, New York, World Trade Center building. Barry David S., 43, Park Slope, New York, World Trade Center building. Barry Joseph J., Saddle River, New Jersey, World Trade Center building. The Thiek William Reed, 36, Hamilton, New Jersey, World Trade Center building. The True Yeneth, 35, Burbank, California, AM Flight 77. Betterly Timothy D., 42, Little Silver, New Jersey, World Trade Center building. Blog Carolyn, 48, Santa Monica, California, AM Flight 11. Mejia Edward Frank, 42, Manhattan, New York, World Trade Center building. Buyer Paul Michael, 37, Staten Island, New York. ER. Bravin and Anil T, 41, East Windsor, New Jersey, World Trade Center building. Bakuman Bella, 23, Union, New Jersey, World Trade Center building. The Gleason Shimmy David, 42, Brooklyn, New York, World Trade Center building. Bealefield Peter Alexander, 44, Bronx, New York, ER. Biggert William, 54, New York, World Trade Center building. Bayou Ralph, unknown.
That's one of those.
He's lost.
Yeah, he's lost. He's probably, his whole body was incinerated with all that high fuel in there.
Bingham Mark K., 31, San Francisco, California, United Flight 93. Vinny Carl Vincent, 44, Staten Island, PR. Bird Gary, 51, Tempe, Arizona, World Trade Center building. Birnbaum Joshua David, Manhattan, New York, World Trade Center building. Sunder Chris Romero, 23, Waldorf, Maryland.
Okay, we're at our halfway point now. We're at the Lake Mills Park, okay? This is where we just traveled a half a mile. So we're going to go around the Lake Mills Park sign. Seminole County, actually beautiful Lake Mills Park. Come on and see Lake Mills Park. We have a great time. We have some runners over here. Maybe they're biking, a group of bikers. So we're going to come over here and take a water break. It's that time to take our water break. We're going to be safety first, you know? And we got some bikers up here, probably celebrating 9/11 as well, okay? Signing off for the first half of the Patriots Day 9/11 March and Ruck at East Seminole County Post 10139, honoring our first responders. Signing out for the first half, Sergeant Dave Matthews at KLRNradio.com. Go to sergeantdavematthews@gmail.com. That's SGTDAVEMATTHEWS. And communicate. Let's get a show, get content for the show, or maybe have an advocate for the show, and come on. Okay, we're honoring our first one. It's our first half. Here's our water break for safety. Pop Smoke out.
All right, it's that time to take care of our sponsors. And all you fit veterans in the audience, get down and give me 22 everyday push-ups for our veterans that will die of suicide tomorrow. It's probably the hatest number in the numerical alphabet is the number 22 for what it represents. And they say it's not a true number, it's a lot higher, but when they look into it, 22 seems like a low average, and they don't want to hype it up anymore. But that's a lot of controversial. If you want to go to woundedtimes.org and reach out to them, that she can explain to you, and that's Chaplain Kathy. All right, get down and give me 22 everyday push-ups.
Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Spring will be here soon, so if buying a new home is on your to-do list, right now is the time to call Quicken Loans. Learn about which mortgage options make sense for you and get a jump on your competition. With our exclusive Rate Shield approval, the low rate you lock today is protected for up to 90 days while you shop for your new home. With a Rate Shield approval, if rates go up, your low rate stays locked. But if rates go down, you get that new, even lower rate. Either way, you win. Talk to us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com to take advantage. Here's another great reason to work with us. For a record 9 years in a row, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Again, to lock in today's low mortgage interest rate and get the security of our exclusive Rate Shield approval, call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Hi, welcome to the Subway ad for the new Sesame Ginger Glazed Chicken Signature Wrap. How would you like it?
I'll take a...
Sports announcer at home? Yeah, how'd you? We just know.
My wife picks up the new signature wrap. It's got double the rotisserie-style chicken mix with a sesame ginger glaze. She appears annoyed at me, but she shrugs it off. Those sweet and savory flavors are calling her name. She lifts the wrap and she takes the bite. Incredible! And now she's closing the door on my... Subway, make it what you want.
Limited time only, participating restaurants. Double meat basement, average 6-inch sub.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
No, like this. When I get all steamed up, then I shout, tip me over and pull me out.
This is WWE superstar Roman Reigns. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Will it be the same old, or are you ready to take
sliced smoked turkey breast, craveably sweet mustard sauce, and a hint of Caribbean seasoning. Just $5.55 for a medium. Save time. Order the new Jamaican Jerk Turkey Sub on the Firehouse Subs app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives. Participating locations, limited time only, plus tax. Prices may vary for delivery.
USA Radio News with Wendy King.
President Trump says American Jews who vote for Democrats are disloyal to their religion and Israel. Democratic Congressman Andy Levin says the president is harming relations with Israel.
The president is at the center of a maelstrom of an increase in white supremacy and hate crimes in this country. He's a danger to Jewish people in this country. He's undermining the incredibly important alliance between America and Israel.
Despite saying he's a backer of background checks, President Trump says he wants to be certain that closing loopholes won't clear the way for more gun control. He's now reaffirming that it is a mental health issue.
I want guns to be in the hands of people that are mentally stable. And those people, I want them to easily be able to get a gun.
This is USA Radio News. The Trump administration wants to hold migrant families in detention for the entire duration of their immigration proceedings. USA's Chris Barnes reports.
Acting Homeland Security Chief Kevin McAleenan saying the current standards incentivize illegal entry. He cites a Supreme Court ruling known as the Flores Agreement, which currently limits the time families can be detained to 20 days.
This single ruling has substantially caused and continued to fuel the current family unit crisis and the unprecedented flow of Central American families and minors illegally crossing our border.
He says the proposed new rule will allow families to be detained together for longer and high standards to be implemented for the care of the families in custody. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
It's been a roller coaster week on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 240 points, the S&P 500 up 23, and the NASDAQ up 71. You're listening to USA Radio News. We've all heard them in the locker rooms and out on the field. There's a surprising new study out about coaches that yell. USA Radio Network's Tim Berg explains.
A new study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology suggests that when a coach gives a negative speech at halftime, it motivates his team to win. Although if he's too negative, then teams tend to play worse. Now, this study was done on over 304 halftime speeches from 23 high schools and college basketball teams all across the country. Hall of Fame coach Lou Holtz reacts to that news and what it means to be a leader.
Your obligation as a leader, as a coach, as a parent, is not to be well-liked. Your obligation to make them the very best they can be. And most people get in their comfort zone. They don't want to get out of it. What do you say? If you want a friend, buy a dog. You're in a leadership role. They can name you the head coach. They cannot name you the leader. See, titles come from above. The players will determine if you're a leader. If you have a leader, you have a vision where you want to go, a plan how you're going to get there. And the most important thing is to encourage the players to believe they can be better, they can do better, and they may dislike you now, but years later, they respect you. The teachers we loved the most were the ones that were the toughest on us.
Audio is courtesy of Fox News.
For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
Take us with you on your computer or mobile device and listen anytime at usaradio.com.
All right, here we are at the second leg of Patriots Day 9/11 March in Ruck here at the beautiful BSW Post 10139. And we just came back from Lake Mills Park, the halfway point of 1 mile representing the Twin Towers going all the way to the top and back down. And here we're going to have Army retired Colonel Reed, and we have Army Sergeant retired